What's up guys? Yet again we had a very productive day prior to this video starting. I'll show you what I did so far. New hatch struts in the 350Z so the hatch can stop falling on my head. Genuine fake carbon fiber trim wrap. Awesome job, wow. Hey, get ready for it. Not plasti dipped, but crinkle black door handle mod. And it works. So my little fix before didn't work because it was indeed the door handle that was broken. This time I took the old door handle out and it literally crumbled apart in my hands. Speaking of crumbling apart in my hands, you guys might have seen right next to me on the ground is a genuine short shifter. So if I ever drive my BMW again, we'll be shifting short. Bang! Man, I gotta make a massive update on what's going on with that thing. But we'll save that for another video. Nicole's coming home today, which I'm very excited about. I missed her. But when she's not here, I don't clean things. And then I wait till last minute, and then I have a big mess, and I want her to come home to a nice house. So then I spend a few hours cleaning. It's been tough lately because we both had like a lot of trips of our own, and the dates are like interchanging. So like she goes on a trip, then she gets back, and then I go on a trip without her, and then I get back, and then she has to go on a trip. It's all fun stuff, so like we can't really complain like she's spending time with family or her friend Brittany's in town. But when her schedule's like that, it really makes you value your time with the other person more. So we're gonna bake her a cake. Just kidding, that would make a bigger mess. Oh, check out these rad wrenches that she got for me for my birthday. Shout out to Trevor Motion Auto TV for giving her the recommendation. They are ratcheting wrenches, but they're like deep ratcheting wrenches, so they won't slip off the nut. And what's cool about them too is like one side's deeper than the other, which will come in handy for some things, not handy for other things. But you don't have to flip it around because it's got the little, look at that. So it goes left or right. I love tools. I guess the beginning of this video is turning into a little show and tell thing. So this right here, I don't know if you saw this, just kind of like chilling on the table. This is really cool and really special. This is a headlight cover off the 2009 Le Mans Corvette that won. So I spoke a bunch with the Corvette racing team when I was at Sebring for the Michelin event, and I told them about my neighbor. I don't know if you guys remember the video I made with him and his Corvette, but he is like the biggest Corvette fan in the world, and I like talked to them. I was trying to see if I could maybe get something for him that he couldn't get anywhere else, and they wanted to give me like a little piece of carbon fiber or something off the car, but they threw out all their broken arrow stuff. So well, they promised they would find me something, and they came through with what is probably the coolest thing that my neighbor will ever get Corvette related, and I'm so excited to give it to him. Massive shout out to those guys. Like, good people like that make me want to support them and buy a Corvette, a C6 Drift Vet. One day maybe we can all upgrade from our 350Zs to Corvettes. I've got some wheels to clean, and before it gets too dark, I want to try some of this stuff out. With all the drifting we do, there is constantly an endless supply of wheels that we need to clean. And before it gets dark, I want to try out some new stuff. So Eagle One was kind enough to send me some of their A to Z all-wheel and tire cleaner. They approached me about sponsoring this video and were convinced that their product would blow me away, so we're gonna give it a shot. Now it does say that it's important that the wheels are cool, which mine are since they've been sitting in the garage. But anyway, we're gonna go ahead. We'll go ahead and spray it evenly. Let this sit for 30 seconds. Personally, I wanted to test it without scrubbing because I feel like when you start scrubbing, you kind of lose focus on how good the product actually is. So I wanted to show you guys real quick. This is just spraying it on and letting it sit. There's obviously still a little bit of grime, but it does say if you have really dirty wheels, which these certainly were, that you would just agitate it a little bit with a rag like we're about to do. I had dirty wheels, and now they're clean. I will say, the one thing that I did really like about their wheel and tire cleaner, the way that it sprayed, I don't know if you could tell in the video, it was more of like a sudsy spray, so I feel like I didn't use nearly as much of it as I do with other products. And little stuff like that, even though it may seem meaningless, when you have like 20 wheels to clean at a time because drifting, you go through bottles of wheel cleaner very fast. What's cool about this stuff, it's a good quality product and it is very affordable. It's about half the cost of the expensive stuff that we normally use if you're looking at it per ounce. So overall, when we're talking a lot of wheels, that's gonna save money. I wanna give a massive thank you to Eagle One for sponsoring this video. Hopefully I can get them to send me a couple more bottles because I doubt that's gonna last me very long with the amount of wheels that we get dirty. But it's definitely a cool product. If you guys wanna check it out, you can get it just about anywhere, which is pretty cool. As you guys know, I've been working on the Z in the lift spot, so I've been pushing my 240 in and out of the garage. And literally every single time I go to push this car in, the weirdest thing happens. I open up the door, it's usually like late at night and it's dark and I'm tired, and I go to put the car in neutral. And I reach for the shifter and my hand just falls in a black hole, and then I get reminded that this car is basically a Fred Flintstone car and there's no shifter. I need to paint that metal. Maybe that's what I'll do right now. I just don't want to get overspray all in my car.
I don't think I ever really got to show you guys a clip where you could see the side splitters out in the daylight, but I'm actually really happy with how they look, especially given how cheap they were. They make the car look much more low and aggressive.
I'm really hoping that the thumbnail in this video didn't scare you too much, because I will tell you guys, I am not TJ Hunt. I am not gonna wrap my 350Z, but we are going to use this vinyl to do something very cool. So I actually have 3 different colors and I really don't know which one matches the best, and it's gonna be really hard for you guys to tell on camera. When the sun hits it, I think this orange looks the best, but when there's no sun, it kind of looks a little bit too orange. But the plan is, I really want to do like a window banner on this car. So I'm gonna do well, I don't want to give too much details about it since that's going to be tomorrow's video. The first thing we're going to do is go over to the warehouse and we're going to actually print a window banner as well as a little bit of like a mini livery for the car, like some graphics for the side of the car. And I'm really hyped on that. So that kind of goes along with, I feel like this video has just been like very show and tell. I'm so hyped for it though, it's gonna look so sick. So one of the main reasons why it's been taking a little bit longer for the SR to get back from the machine shop, they actually are redoing the surface on the head, and I believe the block too. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't perfect. So just while we have it off, just it doesn't hurt to just kind of go over and resurface it to make sure that that new head gasket seals perfectly. Still don't know if I had an issue with the last one. So I'm really hoping that we get it back tomorrow and that we can do some stuff to this car, get it back running again. And obviously I kind of forget the fact that it's going to be spooling faster once we fix up the crack in the manifold. Nicole's back, but she's still in Arizona time, so she's sleeping. Video's not over yet, but thanks, Nicole. So I think we're just gonna wrap up the video here, guys. I apologize, I know the last 2 videos have just been very updatey and not a lot of getting stuff done, but I promise that's going to change tomorrow and we're gonna get back to work and get a ton of stuff done. Definitely a little bit low on the sleep schedule, but feeling very motivated to get stuff done, and I'm excited for what this week has to come. So thank you guys, and I will see you tomorrow.